All right, welcome back to Wasenshido Dojo, and today is day 11 for our 30 days martial arts for beginners and everyone. And today's going to be about rolling and falling. So get into some comfortable clothing and let's get going. Alright, so today we're going to do rolling and falling, and we're going to do just the basics. So I'll show you how to do it from the very beginning. We're going to go over all the little details. And so when you're first starting to roll, get onto something a little bit soft, or you're going to have some nice bruises and some nice sore bones tomorrow and joints. So I've rolled thousands and thousands of times over all kinds of surfaces, rocky surfaces, gravel, cement, wood, up and down elevated surfaces, all kinds of different things. But get something soft, treat yourself nice, and come down on one knee. So I got my left knee down, my right foot is forward. We're gonna do a forward roll, Zenpo Kaiten. Okay, so ukemi is falling and kaiten is rolling. Okay, this is some Taihenjutsu. All of this is Taihenjutsu, rolling and falling. So come down to your hands here. Okay, so my hands are in front of my left knee. I'm gonna make a diamond shape here. It doesn't have to be a diamond shape, it's just how I teach it and how I've learned it. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna start to just move in a forward direction, maybe off at a little bit of an angle, okay? So maybe you're on a square here like I am. I'm just going off at an angle, all right? And so basically, we're gonna roll, I'm gonna roll from my right shoulder to my left hip, diagonally across the spine, okay? From here to here with this roll that I'm doing now with my right leg forward, okay? So hands down, nice moving in a forward direction, kind of just going back and forth, getting used to pressing weight onto the hands, weight onto the elbow and the shoulder. Again, this is very basic for beginners here. If you're more advanced or intermediate, you can skip forward in the video. We'll go over to a little more advanced stuff, a little more intermediate stuff. So anyways, we're gonna come back, we're gonna start to go more forward and go deeper into the thing. So now, you're gonna take your head and gonna put your chin down to your left shoulder and turn your head, like you're looking over your left shoulder here. Okay, so as you go down, bend the arms, come down towards the floor, turn your head to the left. Okay, so opening up this right shoulder, the space between the head and the shoulder. Okay, and now I'm going to come down to my elbow, and then it's going to be my shoulder, and I'm going to push off my back foot, and also the front foot, and I'm just going to roll over the shoulder. So come down to the elbow, and I'm just leaning on my weight on my elbow here. Turn the head, look over my left shoulder here, and lift up the knee, and go onto the shoulder, and come over, okay? That's all you do to start, okay? Come back to the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna go at an angle across my pad here. Come down to the hands. Okay, start to move back and forth, go down to the elbow, turning the head and leaning the head off to the left. In this case, because my right leg is forward, so whatever leg is forward, your head is going to go to the opposite direction. So right leg forward, head is to the left. Okay, so my head is to the left and it's leaning. Okay. After thousands of rolls, these fundamentals are most important, because I've seen people when I was back at the beginner days, people would come down from off an object, they'd jump off of something, come down to the ground, or run and go into a roll, jump off something onto the ground and then go into a forward roll, and they come down in the opposite direction, they hit their nose right on their knee, and they would just have a bloody nose. So don't do that. So from standing, come down to one knee, come down to the hands, turn the head, look over the shoulder, elbow, lift that knee off the ground, and roll on the top and the back side of this shoulder, okay? Just like that. So, this is gonna be a long video. I'm doing forward roll, reverse roll, or forward roll, back roll, which is also called reverse roll, side roll, and then forward fall, back fall, and side fall. We'll see if we can get what we can get through today. So I don't want it too long of a video. I stick with 20 to 25 minutes. All right, again, one more time. From standing, do it a little bit, maybe not faster, because if you're still brand new, down to the knee, down to the hands, look over the left shoulder, elbow, lift off that back knee. I'm gonna move back a little bit and press forward. Boom. And when you roll, tuck into a ball. See how I'm tucking into a little ball? Okay. Hands are up. Now when you're first starting out, you can put your hands down, but that's a very bad habit. So you don't want to put your hands down. So this is what it looks like in a faster pace. All right. We'll go into applications in a little bit. So actually, we'll do some applications now. Just real quick, while we're on the forward roll. You can pick up objects. This is one of the applications for forward roll. So, if you see an object and you want to close the gap between you and an opponent, or somewhere where you want to go to, that's also another application. Closing the gap, or increasing the gap so you can roll away from something. So I can roll and pick up the item. So you go and you just put your hands on it here and roll in here. From forward roll, here, from forward roll, go ahead and tuck one leg in, come onto one knee here up, and we're just gonna do a back roll. So pick what shoulder you want to roll over. Let's pick the left shoulder. I'm gonna roll over that shoulder. So if I'm gonna roll over the left shoulder, I'm gonna put my head to the right. So what I want to do is throw my legs over that shoulder. So when you're very first starting out, head to the right, open up this gap here. I'm gonna go from this shoulder to the opposite hip, just like we did before. All right. So here, I'm gonna throw these legs over top of my, so we just go back and do that once actually. So I'm gonna keep my eye forward on the camera, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna go that. See how my face kind of stays forward and my head is off to the side? Okay? Just like that. Now, I want to kick those legs over. Hands are off to the side. And go over. It takes some time. Okay. Come back to the start. You can also pick up objects that are laying on the ground for a reverse roll. So something is off to the side. There's a little knife here. Tanto, wooden tanto. I'm gonna go, again, pick the shoulder. I'm gonna go over my left shoulder and with my head to the right. So you wanna open up this space here, okay? Don't even worry about picking up an object. This is getting too advanced. I want to keep it simple. That's after you've done hundreds of rolls. So it's like taking a bucket of water and pouring it over that left shoulder or whatever shoulder you want to roll over. So throwing your hands over your left shoulder, and then your feet kind of come along with it. So again, stay in a little ball, go back, keep your knees up, and like you're tossing a bucket of water over your shoulder. Okay, and then your hands can kind of be there to brace you as well. Same side, keep doing it over and over again. I know we didn't do we'll go back and do a forward roll on the other shoulder. So we'll do both sides, reverse roll here. Okay, take the bucket of water and roll back and roll forward and roll back and forward. Sorry, my head was up. So, all right. It's actually a little more difficult to do it slow. So try to whip your legs over and throw your hands a little bit quicker, and you can get around easier. Making sure my microphone is. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We good? All right. Reverse roll. All right, take that head to the side. ASMR. Take the head off to the right side. Hands like you're throwing a bucket over the left shoulder. All right, whip those legs over. Throw the hands back. Head is off to the side. Aim for the back side of that left shoulder. See, I did it a little faster. It's just a lot easier. All right. For people that have done this before, picking up an object. Kind of glance at where it is. Put your hand back. Head is off to the side. And throw those legs over. Like that. See, and then I have my knife here. All right, now forward roll again on the other side. So left foot forward. You kind of have a dominant side, just like you have a dominant hand. So I'm always rolling with my right shoulder. So we'll just do it real quick. Just throw the other leg out there. Left leg forward, right leg back. And so, again, my left leg is forward, so I'm going to look over my right shoulder, the opposite shoulder. Look away from this leg that is forward. Because you don't want to do this, you want to do this. Okay? Hands are off to the side at an angle. Hands down. Some people do the knife hand down like this, and then under the elbow. That's perfectly fine too. It's just not how I learned it. So you can try it different ways. And when you get real good, you just don't have to really use hands at all. If you don't need to or want to. So hands are going to do this. Push off that back foot, lift that back knee, that back right knee comes up. Turn the head over the right shoulder. Elbow down. Elbow comes down. Push. Okay, boom. Hands are up. Again, even if you're brand new, you don't want to get in the habit of doing the roll, and then hands. Okay, at the very beginning, at the very least, one hand is fine. One hand is up for protection, but you always want to just roll without putting your hands down. When we used to practice at the very beginning, a little more old school training, somebody would be, an instructor or assistant would be right there, or even another student would be there, and they would step on your hand if you had your hand down. Because when I was first starting, there was head instructor and assistants and stuff, but it was the idea that we're all students, and mainly students were also able to be, watch out for things and be in an instructor position in a certain way, kind of have a coach's hat on, so to speak. All right, so we did forward roll, we did reverse roll. Let's go into the side roll, and then we'll move into some falling drills. Now, side roll, I'm gonna go like this. Side roll is kind of same thing as the forward roll. So we're gonna come down on that left knee, right foot forward, hands off to the left. We're gonna still do a roll over our right shoulder, just like we just did. but my head is going to be turned. So instead of looking back over my shoulder, back behind me, or off to the back side, let's say where Bob is right here, I'm going to look towards the camera, right to my side. So that's why I turned. I'm going directly perpendicular across the front of the camera this way. So if there's a doorway here, I can roll across the doorway and see what's going on inside the doorway. Again, it's an advanced, not advanced, but like it's an application of side roll. So once you get used to the side roll, that's the one way you can use it. You can go from one side of the doorway to the other side of the doorway while looking inside as you roll. Okay. You can also pick up items while you're rolling and looking, but that's more advanced, obviously. So anyways, I'm just going to roll kind of in a forward direction just like I did before, but my head is just going to look to the side. And so you have your eyes wide open, and you try to just see what you're seeing. Like I'm going to try to see the camera the whole time as I'm rolling. So this is a little more intermediate. So get some forward rolls and reverse rolls in before doing too much of this, but we're still going to show you. So forward and go slow. My elbow comes down, my knee comes up, and I'm looking the whole time at the camera here or in the distance through behind the camera. So here, right there, see? So when I was first starting this, we would have somebody right there, like a guard, and you'd have, while the person rolled in front of you, maybe 10 feet away or 8 feet away, they would flash a number with their hands. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you'd have to, they just do it right as they rolled. You'd throw the number out, 2, 4, whatever it is, and then the person rolling would have to tell them how many fingers they had out. So again, come back to the beginning here. As you're kind of rolling forward, elbow comes down. Instead of looking back over the shoulder, kind of just, it's a small little shift of your head is still off to the side and looking forward, just like that. All right, so that's side roll in a nutshell. All right, let's go over a few of those applications again, just by explaining them. So with the forward roll, Zenpo Uukemi or Zenpo Kaiten. Forward roll, you can pick up objects. You can also pick up grass, gravel, dirt, anything that's on the ground that you want to use for a distraction, a metsubush technique. Okay, blinding powder. You can pick up objects like we just demonstrated with the knife or the fan. You can close the gap between you and an opponent. Okay. Okay, there's Bob. And here is a knife. Okay. I'm going to roll, grab up the knife, and I'm also going to close the gap between me and the opponent. So, okay. And you could also increase the distance from your opponent. So if this is Bob here, so if the opponent is right here, okay, eye flick, palm heel to the face, Matsubush, blinding powder, throw it in the face, throw it in the eyes, scratch the eyes, kick in the groin, self-defense techniques, okay? Push him over a chair so he falls, or somebody that's behind him on all fours, you push him over and you just, okay, and then you take off and do a forward roll out of there, or you turn, forward roll, grab another weapon, etc., and get out of there. All right. If I am walking, well, let's say this first. If I'm being, because I've seen this happen when I was training at camps and stuff, and with training with other people. well, we would do it purposely for training, but also saw it for happening in real life. Actually, this happened to me so long ago now. Almost I forgot. I felt like it was somebody else, but I was pushed. We were playing like some sort of flag football or just some sort of football game with friends. Or I don't even know who they were at the time, actually. But anyways, somebody pushed me from behind. And it pushed me so hard that I like didn't have time to get my feet under me. So I just went down into a forward roll. So if you're pushed and you just go down forward, just go into a forward roll. If you're gonna trip on something, if you're tripping on something, okay, tripping on something with your feet, and you can't catch your feet, and you start kind of stumbling, you know. Let's say you trip, stumble. Just roll, go into a ball, tuck the hands, turn the head, go into a roll. A little more advanced. So get the forward roll down first, then start with these kind of techniques real slow with these applications. So go out to the park, go to the grass, go into a forward roll, grab a little bit of grass, come up, matsubush, and stuff like that. Or a little dirt, a little gravel. Don't roll in gravel without protection on your back and your spine. I had to bruise my spine rolling in gravel. We were supposed to. I mean, we cleared away some of the stuff we were doing. We cleared away a space as best we can, but gotta be real careful rolling over gravel or anything like that. But it was just really like really tiny pebbles and stuff like that. You can work with that. Anyways, so those are some applications for forward roll and also reverse roll. You can reverse roll to increase your distance between you and an opponent while grabbing objects. And there's also some other advanced stuff I'm not going to go into. Blinding powder and reverse roll behind somebody. Okay, so I'm going to real quick go into just the, I think, forward fall. So Zenpo Ukemi. So some falling forward and falling backwards. And I think that's where we're going to end the video today. So to get into a forward fall, let me demonstrate it first so you know what we're talking about. So, right, just like this, okay? All right. So that's a forward fall. So what we're doing is we're learning how to fall. So we're defending ourselves against our environment. This is also used in stunts. They use this in movies for stunt stuff. This is, of course, very beginner. But, okay. What you want to do first is you want to come down with your elbows on your top of your thighs here. Okay. Now, feet are a little wide. From here, you want to make sure you're right in the middle of your mat if you're on a mat. So, because my legs are going to go out, splay out backwards like I showed you just now. So now I'm going to come down with my hands, shoot my legs back, come on my elbow, put my head to the side, and hold myself here. I'm on the balls of my feet, and then I'm on my elbows, and I'm on the side. I'm on my knife hand and my side of my lower arms here. You don't want your hands flat per se because you're exposing your vulnerable parts of your inside of your forearms here and your arteries. So you don't want to come down if you're coming down on glass or sharp objects or you don't know what's down there. You want your palms facing you. Okay, here you can do a fist in your hand here. You don't want to cross your fingers like this. Hands can be down, but that's just more vulnerable. So knife hands, elbows. Some people come down like this on your palms first, and then they bring their hands up. Those are all really little trivial things generally. So yeah, another way to start out is just coming down to the knees, kind of sinking back onto your butt, and then go forward just like this. Head to the side. So head turns to the side, palms are facing you, and you're on your forearms, side of your forearms. Other head to the other side. Come back up, head to the other side, switching back and forth. Because you're protecting your face. So many applications to this. So you're coming down, you get thrown to the ground, your head is to the side to protect your face. Okay? Hands are right here, so if you do hit it's softening the blow to hard concrete or other kind of objects on the ground. All right, so you're here. You're also looking for an escape plan, okay, or other objects around you. Okay? So eyes can be closed. Open your eyes, look around you for objects to grab or to see, call for help, find an escape plan. All right, so now coming back up, squat down. You can go to the knife hand, elbows, split and shoot out the legs. Head to the side. Head should be to the side first. Okay, so as your hands hit, head to the side, and then shoot the legs out. Okay, so you get pushed to the ground, your legs come out from underneath you, and you go to the ground. These are applications where you would use this. Now, if you're against a wall, okay, see if somebody's throwing you against the wall, WWF style, you're like holding hands, and you're just like, whew, he throws you against the wall like you're gonna bounce back or something. And so you get thrown against the wall, boom, hands come up, head off to the side immediately. So this is just also for walls, okay? Boom, probably can't see me. Here's Bob. So I get thrown into somebody, hands are up, head to the side, okay? Now, that's forward fall. And legs are out to the side so you can get more, it's easy to hold yourself up as it is to like just do this. You're so off balance. So this is a lot more balanced. So when you're doing grappling and jiu-jitsu, MMA, grappling, ground fighting and stuff like that, you can be on top of somebody, boom, you can come on top of them, you can land on top of them, and you want to have your legs out to the side so it gives you more control to control the person that you're on top of. So lots of different applications there. Now, the last one we'll go into is the back fall, falling backwards. So now, come to the front of the mat. Now we're going to, so let me demonstrate real quick what a back fall looks like. So I'm going to, like this, boom. Now I did slap the ground a little bit hard, but it sounded loud, but it wasn't that hard. So because you don't want to attack the ground. Okay, so you come down. You're softening the blow, keeping the chin tucked in. So first, let's start out sitting. Okay, first step before anything, tucking the chin in. Okay, rounding, and we're just gonna fall back. Legs come up, hands to the side, and this is what you wanna do first, okay? The biggest thing is the chin in, head forward. A lot of people will fall back, they get in a fight, or they get knocked back, or they fall for whatever reason. Maybe even an elderly person falls, and they hit the back of their head, and they split their head open, or whatever the case may be. Hit their head some form or another, and that's not good. So we're gonna come back, chin is tucked in, tuck in the legs here, just like this. Hands can be off to the side when you first come down, okay? Again, it's for bracing the impact here. It's the palms of the hands, and then hands come up to protect the head. Okay, so you can also, hands are down to grab objects or grab debris. Okay, and you have some debris in your hand and you're protecting, and you can also throw debris in the face of an opponent. Okay, or grabbing debris as you come down and come forward and throwing, and then going to kicks and reverse roll and all kinds of different stuff. So come back to the very beginning, let's go from standing again. Now, just to get used to it, just squat down and come like this. Now, come back to the beginning from standing. What we want to do is we want to kick one leg out, okay, and drop and bend the other leg just a little bit, okay? Hands are up, kicking the leg forward, just a little, swinging the leg forward, I should say. Not kicking, but swinging. Now the idea is to get the momentum of the body to go forward as I'm going to kind of get my hips to go straight down towards this, in this case, my right heel. So I'm gonna kind of drop my butt right as close as I can to my heel, just like that. All right, so come back up. And we're gonna swing, hands are up, swing the leg, bend that knee a little bit. Again, make sure you're on a soft surface, because if this is new, you don't wanna drop on your tailbone. Okay, and come down. And this is how you can go into reverse roll, by the way, from standing. So a little bit of sidetrack here as I kick. Now, if you're just starting out, this is, again, do more reverse rolls from sitting, but this is what it looks like if you want to do a reverse roll from standing. So again, go slow. Pick the shoulder you want to go over. So I'm going to go over my left shoulder, so my head is going to be off to the right side here. So as I kick, I'm going to sit on that right heel. Okay, boom. Make sure you breathe. I went over the other side that time. Okay, try different sides. So, back to the falling backwards. Kicking the leg out and sitting onto that right heel. So just in case I'm being pushed, again, this is an application. Let's say I'm getting pushed back, boom, and I'm stumbling back. I don't want to keep stumbling back. I don't know what's behind me. So you can stumble and you can also stumble, stepping off to the side. That's an application of our defensive stance. Remember, you like hit something with your foot and you step off to the side. That's stances, that's good Taijutsu. Body movement out of the way. So, you want to, if you're getting pushed back and stumble, you want to drop your center of gravity immediately. To either drop it to go into a stance, or drop it to go into a back fall or a reverse roll. So in this case, a back fall. So stumble, getting pushed back. Whoa. Drop, swing out that leg if you can, to give you that momentum to go forward, and so my hips can drop straight down. Because the last thing you want to do is kick out the leg, or the last thing you want to do is trip, then you go straight back, hit your head on something, tailbone goes down on something, you know, your coccyx gets, you know, smashed. You don't want to have that worked on. So, getting pushed back, stumble back, oh no, what do I do? Kick out that leg. So let's start up here, push, stumble. Oh no, what do I do? Kick that leg out. I usually always go with the left leg, swinging that left leg so I can get some momentum forward, bend that knee, and go straight down. Boom. All right, tuck the head in. Getting pushed, stumble. Oh no, what do I do? Swing that leg and come down. Tuck the head and hands off to the side. Try not to hit your elbows. Try to do the palms, and maybe a little bit of the forearms is okay, but palms, hands come up to the head. Feet, knees are up for protection, hands are up for protection. All right? Kick, front kick, side kick. Or front kick, instep kick, turn over to the side kick. That's also part of the application of a back fall. Falling back, oh no, grabbing dirt, grabbing objects, kick, instep kick, side kick to the knees, and cover up again. Throw in blinding powder. Okay, that's more advanced stuff. Then roll out of it, come back up, You know, you guys do partner drills back and forth. You come at then you push them and they go into reverse roll. Then they kick your knees, you know, safely. Practice back and forth, kick, kick, kick. And then when they kick your knees, you go down. Oh no, oops. And then you get an object, kick, kick, kick. Okay, and then you kip up. You kip up in the air. Can't do that anymore, but maybe soon. Practice that again one day. Doing that for 20 years, and then sometimes you just can't do it anymore. So, with revert applications for falling back, I think we've gone over them enough, but getting pushed, tripping, getting pushed from the front, tripping on something and falling back, you want to get down, lower your center of gravity, do a fall back. Okay, falling back to pick something up. Got indirect application, picking up debris and also objects. And also, one last one. Same thing with when we had the falling forward. You can fall into a wall, or you're getting thrown into a wall that's upright. Okay, here head is off to the side, of course. Hands are here. So same thing, the same exact application with falling backwards on the ground is getting thrown against the wall. So I'll use Bob here as the wall. So someone pushes you against the wall, chin is tucked in. Okay, chin is tucked in. One foot comes up to brace against the impact of the wall. Or if you're not quick enough, that's okay. As long as the head is tucked in, round the back so you can kind of hit your upper back instead of the lower back. So you want to hit the upper back and shoulder blades. Head is tucked in, and your hands are off to the side here. One hand is fine, keeping one hand up. Okay, and then both hands come up immediately for protection. Now, get thrown into a wall, brace for impact, head is tucked in, boom, comes in. This is also good bodyguarding or like for bouncers. Personal security, I should say, personal security. So, here, palms, the palm heel right here at the bottom is on the forehead. Okay, fists like this, and you're looking from side to side. Get a nice horse stance going on because the camera's so low. Okay, here, and see how you can see my eyes? Boom, I'm looking left and right to see, so I'm protecting, and also looking at what action to take next, what's going on in front of me, scanning, and then under fist, you know, okay, and then get out of there. Okay, nice long, again, this is not just beginner, this is beginner and intermediate and some advanced stuff. So do your best, take it very slow, go over the basics over and over again, make sure you have your head in the right positions for whatever rolls or falls that you're doing, and stay safe out there, practice hard, and keep training.